Event industry NFTs, go. NFTs and events go hand in hand. Why? Because NFTs are most comparable to a concert ticket. So for anyone who says, I don't understand an NFT or I don't understand how to use it in my business, we're going to get into that in every industry. This series, this episode is very much focused on events in the events industry. That said, I don't know a business that can't benefit from events, whether it's building brand awareness, brand loyalty, or even converting to sales. So to drop the business jargon and get real, every business can host a party. And that can be incredibly useful, whether it's getting to know the owner or actually giving your favorite customers, clients, and buyers an opportunity to spend some money. Figure out how you can make events work in your business and how events and NFTs can give your business an income stream that's going 24/7, 365 globally. Now, if you don't want that, you definitely don't want to listen to the rest of this. But if you do want to be able to make money while you're sleeping easily without having to do anything, listen up. So events and NFTs, the most obvious, and let's just start there, is ticket sales. You can use an NFT as your entry to the event. We'll get into, and please listen to how to create an NFT if you need to. I'm not going to go through the definitions or the how-tos and these little snippets per industry. So please tune in to that episode as well. It will be listed in the show notes or it will be linked depending on where you are watching or listening. Okay. NFTs are obviously able to be used as a ticket for an event. You can simply create a one-off entry-level ticket, just like you would any ticket to an event, right? You're going to make it unique in the sense that it's numbered, so you know how many people are getting in. We're done with that one. Now, what NFTs are amazing at is creating staggered or tiered levels. It will recognize your VIP fans, your best customers, clients, and buyers, the people who are spending and investing the most in you, your creations, your business, your products, your offerings, your services, etc. So with NFTs, you can very easily create an asset. And what's brilliant about that is as long as someone is the number one fan, they're going to get a ton of value. But let's say they move, they no longer have access. Let's say they graduate, they've gotten everything that they need from you. Let's say they change their minds or they move on to something else. They can still sell their NFT. And if they've come up with you, what they bought it for is going to be of a different value than what they're able to sell it for. So everybody wins, and it takes a lot of the admin and bullshit off your plate. So that is a huge bonus. So you've got tickets, then you've got VIP level entry, potentially different levels of access as well. So depending on what kind of events you're hosting, they might be able to access speakers. They might be able to access artists. They might be able to get a preview. They might be able to get the first opportunity to buy. So let's say you sell merch. Let's say you sell products. Let's say you sell art. Let's say you sell music. Giving your number one fans or giving anyone the ability to purchase in advance is a value add. And therefore you can create something to give them that. Again, if you're looking for everything an NFT can be, listen to the how to create an NFT and what is an NFT episodes. Okay. So the other thing that can be really cool, and this is where we start to get a little bit creative. Yes, you're going to hear some of these ideas repeated across industries, but that's because NFTs are incredibly value and so flexible. You can use them like in the similar but different way, which is why I encourage, if you're interested in NFTs and how you can make money from NFTs, I encourage you to listen to all of these different episodes because it's going to give you a lot of different ideas. And especially where you start to hear things repeating, all that means is you can use this same concept like VIP access across multiple industries that aren't doing that yet. You can be the trailblazer on the leading edge, creating new products, new services, new offerings to attract new customers, clients, and buyers. So a very well-known music festival. I'm going to try and bring in as many real-world examples as well. And I know you might be saying, well, I'm not Coachella. I'm just hosting, a sip and paint at my art studio. That's okay. What this should show you is different ways you can think about how to use an NFT. So obviously Coachella hadn't used NFTs in the past. They tested it. And that's another great thing about every one of these suggestions is test it. If no one buys, that's going to tell you something. And it might not be that your idea wasn't great. It might be more about how you distributed and shared that idea. But that's another episode on marketing. Whew, deep breath. I get so excited about NFTs. So giving people lifetime access. Coachella listed 10 NFTs for $50,000 each. That's right. But it gave anyone who purchased lifetime access. That was also VIP level. So if you've ever been to Coachella, you know that unless you're in the VIP section, you are waiting a long time for drinks and you are using some pretty adventurous bathroom facilities. You also get a separate entrance. And so this is of like a very premium value for a lot of people. And so that's where creating a level of access, a level of exclusivity, a perception of higher value is going to attract a higher value buyer. Now, this person who purchased can go to every single Coachella that they want, but they can also give that NFT to someone as a gift, as a one-off. Let's say they can't go 1 year. They could just simply send that NFT to that user's wallet, and then that user can send that NFT back. And so NFTs become very transferable in a way that, say, like a wristband or an actual ticket would not be. The other cool thing about this is now if I, assuming that that was on the Ether blockchain, again, if you want to learn the jargon or what that means, go to the vocabulary of crypto episode, okay? If your NFT is on a particular blockchain, I can see that. So if I'm on the Ether blockchain and I'm looking at your Ether wallet, I can see that you are a lifetime VIP ticket holder to Coachella. That's going to put us into a similar community, into a similar grouping. And so that is just another really great way to build brand awareness, brand loyalty, build your customer base, and discover new markets that you can work with them. Something I think is really fascinating about NFTs for events, and I've heard some people complaining about this, a lot actually, of the ideas I'm going to bring up are things I've specifically heard industry organizers complaining about that I actually think are amazing opportunities. So as someone who hosted events for a very long time and my entire job was dependent on if people show up. One of the biggest risks, especially now we have in hosting events, is rain or shine. What happens if the weather is shit, if there's some kind of a political or economic issue or, something else going on, and we have to shut down the event last minute? Do you refund all of the money, half of which, if not all of which, you've already spent on marketing and infrastructure and staging and blah, 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 right? So with an NFT and ticket and an event that happens online and everything's in this digital space, firstly, you have your capacity limitless. No longer will your event and your potential profits depend on how many people show up, because online you can have an infinite number of attendees, and that's kind of magic. Additionally, it's like insurance. If you have to shut down your physical event because of some catastrophic occurrence, you can still host your online event. I mean, assuming it's like the aliens aren't attacking. So this is where I find NFTs incredible for events. But okay, let's level that one up. You create a metaverse, and there's a couple amazing opportunities for this online. There are digital worlds being built out, but you can have your own metaverse for your business. And if you think that's expensive, check out altethos.com, altethos.com. They'll build your business a metaverse, and then you can host online events to which people with NFT tickets can either attend every one of, or one-off, or bundles of, your choice. And you can test it to see what creates more value, more attendees, more loyalty, more conversions, so you get more money. But if you start thinking about events with the tickets to entry being NFTs, and all of that can be set up digitally and online so that people can access you and your business 24/7, 365. And once you get this ball rolling, you don't even have to do anything. I mean, it's the future today, my friend.